Man, the internet truly is undefeated, right? Social media is cold-blooded. That's what everyone tunes in for the most part. I shouldn't say everyone, right? But people want to hear the jokes, the theories and all that, man. No matter what's going on at times. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about it. But will you see this Sauce Walka? They're already talking about this blood sacrifice ish. And listen, this ish needs to stop, man. Like, hit the comments if you guys believe in that ish, right? Don't get me wrong, there's secret societies and all kinds of crazy rituals and ish going down, but I'm just so sick of that. Every time someone semi-famous dies or their peoples die or something like that, it's immediately blood sacrifice. No kind of evidence, anything to link. That's what it was. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's I get it. It's the internet. It's cold-blooded. Let's joke. Let's just go in. Stone Cold Steve Austin type vibes. No feelings. Fuck your feelings. Even in like all that. Come on, man. That's some cold-ish when an individual is deceased. Y'all feel what I'm saying? No, I'm saying like people have set up their mans before, but I mean, just every single time, like, that can happen and has happened, but you can't just throw that narrative out there every single fucking time, you know what I mean, with nothing to corroborate it. And then on top of it, right, Sauce Walka, man, y'all remember a couple years back, he was acting like he laid someone down for the dirt nap, but it wasn't really accurate. Y'all remember that, man? He was capping a bit. Sauce Walka built his brand up off just getting impressions, getting in the news all the time, just different things, man. Remember the Sauce twins when Steve Francis got his chain snatched? Like, Sauce did his thing, and now he's still doing hip hop. He's in the OnlyFans management. He's got a lot going on, and he built it all up on his own grind. But individuals are like, R.I.P. Coolio and ODB, two legends. I'll call them both legends. That's a fact, right? I'm the motherfucking Osiris of this ish. Cats are talking about, he's looking like Goku mixed with ODB. And again, R.I.P. to both of them. Coolio mixed with ODB. Sauce is talking about, nah, I'm Goku. But this was a close one, man. Sauce Walka, his mans is not in the, like, let's get into it. His mans wasn't so fortunate. R.I.P. to him, and Sauce Walka came very close.
I'm Carolyn Serta. We do start with breaking news, that deadly shooting in the heart of downtown Memphis. It happened just before 3 o'clock this afternoon outside of the Westin Hotel near the FedEx Forum. One person dead, another we know is in critical condition. And we find Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman joining us live from that scene. So Rosalind, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, this has been an active scene for a couple of hours. I want you to take a look at this scene right over here. As you can see, officers are still on the scene working the investigation. This all happened right here on the intersection of B.B. King Boulevard and Lieutenant George W. Lee Avenue, just steps away from the FedEx Forum. It was a busy Saturday downtown here, packed with visitors and family, when suddenly gunfire rang out. Now, this is what Memphis police had to share with us, that one victim was rushed to Regional 1 in critical condition, and one person was pronounced dead on the scene. The shooting again happened in broad daylight, sending shockwaves through the crowd, catching both residents and tourists off guard. People nearby told Fox 13 it all happened so fast, and now there is a growing crowd we'll like to show you of individuals and loved ones gathered just outside the crime scene tape. They're just desperate for answers.
Update on the investigation that's going on here at the scene that we're at. And it's a senseless shooting that has occurred that has resulted in a homicide. Today at 2:42 p.m., officers from North Main Station responded to a shooting in the 100 block of George W. Lee. When they arrived on the scene, they found two victims that are suffering from gunshot wounds. Our officers immediately started rendering first aid to those victims. and called for a fire department ambulance. Unfortunately, one of the victims was pronounced deceased here on the scene. It's an adult male. The second victim, also an adult male, was transported to Regional 1 Hospital, originally in critical condition, and we've been updated to say his condition is now non-critical. We have detectives from the Homicide Bureau and detectives from the Crime Scene Investigation, CSI unit here, along with our North Main Station officers. From what they learned in the investigation, this appears to be a targeted shooting incident. The victims were outside by a vehicle. The suspect vehicle pulled up. Multiple people got out of that vehicle, fired shots without engaging in any conversation. They got back into the white vehicle and fled. They fled out of the downtown area in a four-door white vehicle. The Real-Time Crime Center immediately went into action, identifying that vehicle. We do have photographs of that vehicle, and the Real-Time Crime Center has assured us that that vehicle is no longer in the downtown area. We have put out a citywide broadcast to all officers in the city so that they'll be on the lookout for it. Now, as you can see, downtown is safe. We have officers here. You know, at Beale Street, we'll have EDU officers available. We'll have plenty of officers downtown. This was not a random act. All information shared with me leads to this being targeted towards these victims. We did reach out to the victim's family. They are here on the scene. We spoke with them and shared what information we could. Our condolences go with them. I think y'all were here and saw that they are truly heartbroken, and we've not identified the victims. The family just has heard rumor that it's their loved one. And we know a lot of times when they hear those rumors, it's probably true. But we're still waiting long ways from doing a positive identification. We know people know information about this. Anybody that saw this, anybody that knows about it, we want them to call our homicide detectives, or they can call in anonymously to Crime Stoppers. That number is 528-CASH.
Officers, social media is circulating that this could be possible rappers that were shot.
Memphis, Tennessee. The Memphis Police Department is investigating a deadly shooting outside a hotel near the FedEx Forum. Fox 13 crews on the scene saw multiple vehicles from Memphis Police and the Memphis Fire Department outside the Westin Hotel at 2nd Street and Lieutenant George W. Lee, across the street from the Forum. B.B. King was blocked off from Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to Beale Street. Witnesses on the scene told Fox 13 that a shooting victim was in the street. Around 2:42 Saturday afternoon, Memphis police said officers were sent to the area for a shooting call. MPD said one man was pronounced dead on the scene, and another was taken to Regional 1 with serious injuries. Police later confirmed that he'd been upgraded to non-critical condition. TMZ has identified the surviving victim as Houston rapper Albert Walker Mundane, aka Sauce Walka. MPD told Fox 13 that the shooting appears to have been targeting the two men in particular and was not a random act of violence. They said officers had identified the car the shooters had used and were working to make an arrest. Memphis police stressed that the downtown area was safe.
Okay, RIP Sayso P, man.
RIP Sayso P, man. Sauce alaikum, sauce salam. Thank you so much, brother. It means so much to me.
I wish you would have stopped by, but I really want you to.
I'm coming. I ain't scared. I'm coming to that.
All right, we're gonna set it up.
Jump up. I'm hopping in my. I'm gonna rap a song with it.
Do a mic.
I ain't
Come on, let's do it. I baby
take a picture with you?
Yeah, come on.
I want to take a picture with you.
Come on, I want to take a picture. You sure? Can you stand up?
Hey, man, my daddy on the phone. Hey, daddy, how many times the house got? Tell him. Bro, this boy. Say it again. Say it loud. 45. 15 years old. Let's do. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're okay. RIP Sayso P, man.
RIP Sayso P, man. Sauce alaikum, sauce salam. Thank you so much, brother. It means so much to me.
I wish you would have stopped by, but I really.
Right, like he's off them yerks. People be acting like jerks to even in this kind of cold world. The blogosphere push this kind of ish, you know what I mean? Looking like Coolio and ODB. His boy just died. He's we already read them ones, man. So I don't know. Sauce Walker makes it out of a sticky, tough situation. Pause. Sayso P, his artist, his bro, was not so lucky. People are saying that this video is funny style evidence of some shadiness on Sauce Walker's part. Police in Memphis want everyone to know everything's okay, man. Don't be afraid to come downtown and arrest. Seems like it's coming soon. Subscribe, hit all them buttons. Let's talk it up. Need to hear from the people on this, man. Seriously, no one else thinks this sacrifice ish is just so ludicrous. Again, I'm not saying something like that couldn't happen or hasn't happened, right? Someone hasn't backdoored their bro. Was it at some point before? Was it for ritualistic purposes and stuff like that? Maybe, I don't know, right? But every single fucking time someone DIEs, like, come on, B. So let's talk it up. Subscribe. Updates on the way. His coffee. And I'm up out of here, y'all. That footage, was it funny style or was it just a man who almost lost his life? Probably off some pain meds, smoking L's, and, you know, like, damn, I almost lost my life. My artist did just twisted. You know what I mean? What do you think about it all? Let's talk. Peace.